Hey guys, what's up? It's Pixelated Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome back to the golden standard of siege battles in Total War. This, of course, is Medieval 2 Total War, and this one is a pretty large siege battle. It's a 2 versus 3. The two defenders are the Byzantine Empire and the Lithuanians, and they are defending a 2-layer fortress. And right now, they are charging out a ton of cav, trying to harass their attacker, and it looks like Portugal over here is going to be very easily harassed. He is not bringing any kind of anti-cav. He has a couple cav units, but he doesn't have any siege equipment that he can form a little bit of a base to protect himself from cav charges. But the attackers are Portugal, France, and the Holy Roman Empire. So here we go, Lithuania, he's going for a charge here. And I think he's going to try to take out this front center cannon right here. He's got some Portuguese knights protecting it, but shouldn't they be pushed up a little bit closer? He is going to get a pretty vicious charge there. Here comes another charge from the Devias Guard going for the Pavis crossbows. And then we've got a heavy cav going into the Conquistadors. This is a very important unit, and you should not lose it like this. Oh my god, they just got utterly destroyed. So I think it's pretty obvious that Portugal is a newer player, just making some beginner mistakes by leaving his army out in the open like that. It's okay. We all are beginners at some time. We're all learning, especially in a game like Total War. You're almost constantly learning new strategies and tactics, but they're doing everything they can to try to break down the Portuguese knights here and try to get to that artillery, because every artillery piece they take out, they could probably save about 100 troops. It's that important. But look at all the dead conquistadors here. That was pretty sad. That was pretty tragic, seeing such an elite unit die like that from heavy cav. But that is the way of Medieval 2. You must protect your very elite infantry from heavy cav, or they will just slaughter them. And then we've got more harassment over here from the Allen Light cav. I think he's going for the Pavis crossbows. Taking out archers is definitely another very important objective. Taking out a very powerful tool in a siege battle, because of course archers can fire in choke points and weaken down the defense before they charge in. But yeah, once this little cav charge battle that's taking place right here, once this calms down, once it's over, we're going to check out the player names and the army comps. I just didn't want to pause the video. It kind of kills the flow of the siege battle, if you know what I mean. So we'll just kind of wait for this part to come to a close. But yeah, look at this. He took out a lot of the Portuguese army. I don't see any reinforcements from his allies showing up. So France and the Holy Roman Empire, they are not sending any aid. And you got to be careful when you're by yourself like this, attacking a wall. You notice that his teammates are pretty far away. So here's France. He's well protected. And then here is the Holy Roman Empire. He's also well protected. Probably why the defenders didn't go after them. But yeah, Portugal all by himself. And look at this. He's got to form a square over here. And he's still not safe. I mean, there's nothing that's going to stop this cav. Look, he's just going to continue to charge in here and take out these soldiers. Here comes another charge from the general's bodyguard. Jeez. I mean, if he can get his cav out of here and continue to do cycle charges, I mean, I could see Portugal completely losing his army from just a handful of cav. I don't think that's actually going to happen, because it looks like the cav is getting pretty depleted as we speak. So, well, there's actually a couple more units from Lithuania. Let's see if he can do some magic over here. Now the Devias Guard, they are considered heavy cav. Oh, we got some forces. See, this is one of the issues for the defenders. When you're trying to micro your cav on the outside of your base, trying to get some charges like they are right here, sometimes you can not pay attention to other parts of the battle. So he lost some very important archers during the bombardment phase on the other side of the walls. And more walls are coming down. So maybe what the other attacking allies, what they can do is actually just attack really quick. Like go into the walls. And that could cause the defenders to just not focus so much on this cav harassment. But we'll see what happens here. I think they're going to regroup their cav and go for another charge. The Allen light cav, even though they're a light cav, they definitely pack a punch. And they're very quick at getting out of hairy situations. Let's see here. Actually, yes, we do have some French charging in. And I think, yeah, that's what I think they're doing what I was saying. They're gonna go in and look at this. Instantly, the defenders are running for their lives. Look, they're just gonna give up the walls and go for the second layer. Classic move from the defenders. Very unfortunate that he's not gonna just try and fight the French. I think he's given up a big advantage right here. I think he could have held on. I think he could have taken out this small like force here that the French are pushing forward. But man, maybe we might have to slow down this replay so we can check out the army comps and the player names. But the cav is still alive, still going. The Allen light cav. I don't know if he's going to be able to get much done with this cav. They're pretty depleted, and I think they broke a couple times already, so their morale is probably pretty weak. But oh, here we go. The French are going in. They're going after Lithuania here. They're taking out the chivalric knights, So we got a little bit of a tussle over here. So this is a pretty good move by Swissman 15, who is controlling the French. He's going to be able to take out the chivalric knight by using teamwork. This is a huge loss for the defenders. As a defender, you want to make sure you don't lose any troops like that. You got to make sure the only way you lose troops is through a choke point fighting a good fight. You don't want to lose them out in the streets like this. But we'll watch the brutal battle out here. Oh, and now he's cutting down the archers. We've got the Baltic archers getting cut down by some feudal knights, French feudal knights. So that's also pretty bad. You don't want to lose your archers either. I mean, they're pretty important in a siege. I mean, that's pretty obvious. But I think, you know what? We'll go ahead and check out the army comps. And we're just going to go really fast, guys. I'm going to show the images of the armies. Lithuania is falling back his cav. So he's no longer going to harass Portugal. I think Portugal is now safe, but he lost, what, like 40% of his army? It's pretty bad. But yeah, actually, hold on. Let's make sure we're not missing anything important before we go over these army comps. More French troops are pouring in. Also, the Holy Roman Empire is pouring in. And we've got the Baltic archers. This is actually a pretty good position. He's doing a pretty good number on the dismounted French archers. But the Holy Roman Empire is going to be here to save his French allies' life over there, his archers. And he's going to cut down these Baltic archers. Oh, it looks like he's going to try to run them away. They are wavering from the fight. And the French archers are going to switch to their blades and get sweet revenge. Look at this. They're going to make sure they are not escaping. This is for all my fallen brothers. Except French don't sound like that, so whatever. It's like my go-to impression for all cultures. All right, and then the Baltic archers up here are still a problem. Definitely need... Oh, there's one down there. It's kind of slowing them down. Let's see. Get that, what is this? Some feudal knights. Get them up there. Silence them. There we go. And that should cause them to break pretty quickly. And just like that, the defenders give up the first layer wall. So, yes, that was their strategy the whole time. Their ally was getting harassed like crazy. So they just thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and just push through the first layer wall and try to get them by surprise. And it kind of worked. So let's now look at the army comps. So Portugal, missing a lot of the troops that you're going to see on the screen as of right now. But it's commanded by the mighty Zazes. And he has, well, he has a much weaker army now. But yeah, it was a pretty solid force. But he just couldn't handle the cav charges. And then over here, let's go back to the French. The French, they've got a pretty sweet army. Swissman 15, he's a pretty he's a veteran player when it comes to Medieval 2. He's got a lot of feudal knights, chivalric knights, and he's got a decent amount of archers, crossbows. So pretty good army, And then the Holy Roman Empire, commanded by Spartan Quap, another Medieval 2 veteran. I do recognize some of these names here. He's bringing some feudal knights, so very important unit in a siege battle, obviously. And he's got some Pavi's crossbows and the rest of his armies outside here. It looks like he's bringing a trebuchet, a cannon. Oh, he's got some religious fanatics as well, which is pretty awesome. I don't know why he's bringing so many. And we've got the Gothic Knights, which are a lot better in the expansions. Oh, some trebuchet fire, guys. This is fantastic. All right, so let's now look at the defenders. Lithuania, commanded by Mega Kazakh, and he has a pretty nice force as well. All these armies seem pretty solid. Oh, there's some returning fire there. Oh, Byzantine Empire going for a little charge here. So hold that thought, guys, on the army comps. There we go. Take them out. Take them out. Not a great charge, but hey, you're taking out some crossbows, which this, again, is a very important unit there. But yeah, back to the army comps. Lithuania, bring in the chivalric knights. And I believe he also has the Guillotine's Chosen. He has, I think he has some artillery, a trebuchet maybe. Of course, he had that cav, but they are pretty much gone now. And the final army is the Byzantine Empire, commanded by Lord Varangian, which is a very fitting name. Bringing a lot of Varangian Guard, and he's also bringing a lot of Byzantine Guard archers and dismounted Latincon, and he has a trebuchet. So pretty sweet. So yeah, here's the catapult for Lithuania. So both parties doing some harassment here. The French trying to hold back the cav with his aventurier. But they're a pretty good unit in melee. So this is actually a really good siege unit because they're so versatile. You know, you can use them, you know, back behind lines firing their bolts, and then once they run out of ammo, you can just throw them into melee if it comes to that. Usually when you're charging in archers like that, it's a desperate situation, and you gotta rely on your leftovers to win the battle. So we got a nice little bombardment phase here. I don't know if I would use this artillery fire, the trebuchet fire, on those archers. I mean, I like the fact that Lithuania is using his crossbows to try to like hold this outer wall. It usually doesn't work out too good for the defenders. But we'll see what he can do here. I mean, so far he's been doing pretty good at firing back and getting some good charges on the French crossbows. Here's another charge there. Oh, fantastic. Oh, the horseman dies, though. Oh, sad. Sad, sad day indeed. The religious fanatics are like, quick, let's do a prayer. Oh, wait, no. Why would he do that for the fallen horseman? He's a pagan. He's a pagan... yeah, a pagan... heretic, whatever term for someone who's not in their same point of view. And then here comes another cav charge from the devious guard, but they're gonna break. There's just too many forces nearby. They're not gonna be able to pull off any good cav charges, and oh, they're dead now. Should have just kept on fighting. Should have kept on. You're gonna die anyways. There's another artillery round. The trebuchet actually getting a pretty decent hit right there. We do not have the catapult firing just yet, but we got more cav charging out. So they're just like sending as much cav, all their leftover cav, because honestly, the cav is pretty much useless for the rest of this fight because they're really difficult to use inside the streets of the fortress. And especially if they get pushed back into the second layer, you can't really use cav in here. So I think they're just kind of just using their cav, you know, trying to get the enemy to waste their ammo on the cav, and maybe they'll get lucky and get some cav charges on the enemy. So I think this is going to be a pretty long skirmish bombardment phase. So we're just going to cut through this, guys. If anything crazy happens, I will stop and show you guys. So do not worry. I doubt you'll miss anything important. So I'll see you on the flip side. Alright guys, welcome back. So the players, they decided to charge in some infantry in this front street right here. So what's happening is Lithuania is sending up some chivalric knights, and they're taking on a unit of religious fanatics from Swissman 15. Now this could be really good for France because he could focus his archer fire and take out this chivalric knight unit, which would be a huge win. Because these religious fanatics, they're pretty dirt cheap, so if you get any friendly fire, it's really not a big deal, and this is a much better situation for the attackers because they lose less. So we'll see what happens here. I think it's a little bit careless sending in the chivalric knights like this into a unit that's very cheap. I mean, he should have just sent over, I don't know, maybe he doesn't even have any more cheap units to send out there. Like maybe this is his only option. But if they can break them quickly and then get out of there, it won't be that bad of a problem. The Holy Roman Empire is now pushing this way. He's got his crossbows firing through the streets. The Byzantine Empire, they have some Byzantine guard archers, but they are not firing at the Holy Roman Empire. He could be just trying to save his ammo, or maybe he turned off fire at will. He needs to turn it back on because he's missing a pretty good target. He could focus down a lot of these troops with his archers, but the trebuchet is now firing and harassing the troops inside the settlement here. It looks like the troops are preparing to hold for a very desperate stand. And the Chivalric Knights still fighting the religious fanatics. Oh, that guy's getting one little last chop there with his wooden bat. Not sure how he would get any kind of kills against the Chivalric Knights with a wooden bat. But we got another unit coming in from the Holy Roman Empire. So I really think that Lithuania should disengage here. There we go. He is. All right, fantastic. Get out of there, men. Get out of there. You've done your purpose. Oh, wait. Nope. He's going back in. Never mind. Get back in there. You haven't served your purpose yet. Okay, so... yeah. Another little brawl between religious fanatics. Oh, some friendly fire. You see that guy? Oh, he definitely died from friendly fire. Oh, well. They're expendable, those darn religious fanatics. Think they're going on a crusade against these pagans. They're just meat shield for the Empire. That's what they are. They just don't realize it yet. Oh, seriously though, like how are they dying to wooden bats? Like what? That wouldn't even hurt him. Like who just threw that piece of paper at me? That's pretty much it. Like when I see them sweep their legs with a wooden bat, like in reality, can you imagine seeing that? Like a monk or just a crazy religious fanatic swing a wooden bat? It would just hit the guy in the leg and maybe he wouldn't even feel it. Like, did someone hit me? Like, are you seriously using a wooden bat? Hey, but it's getting kills, so I'm not gonna question it. Yeah, gut him. Gut him like a pig for the pagan gods. Alright, but he's down to, let's see, 5 troops, now down to 4 troops. So he is going to lose this Chivalric Knight unit. And again, I don't think it was worth it. I really think that he should have saved this unit because all he killed with them was religious fanatics. That guy's getting some though. Oh, you're getting some. Alright, so we're going to go back to... actually, hold that thought. We do have a cav charge here. And you know what? I might just like randomly cut it. I'm not going to keep saying like, alright, I'm going to cut it here. I mean, it's pretty obvious. If I cut it, then I cut it. But yeah, I will cut out any of the boring parts. But the cav, oh, he's going to disengage. He doesn't really see an opportunity. The Holy Roman Empire was paying attention to that. And more religious fanatics. I kind of like this strategy of religious fanatics. You know, just sending them up in like the first wave and just kind of like seeing what the defenders throw at you. You know, like they killed a Chivalric Knight unit with 2 religious fanatics. Think about that. That's more than a fair trade. That's in favor of the attackers. But you got this lone hero right here. Look at him go. He's not much of a hero. I mean, he's just taking out religious fanatics. Let's see. Oh, he broke the religious fanatics. And this horseman's like, come on, buddy. Get back into the fortress. No, I won't go back. I will charge. I will kill all these religious fanatics. Oh, just kidding. He just died from friendly fire. Oh my god. That's tragic. That's unfortunate. I guess the king was like, take him out for not following orders. Alright guys, so you are returning after a pretty long cut. I cut out a ton of the battle because it was just a ton of small skirmishes, small pockets of troops fighting here and there. The attackers sending forward a lot of their religious fanatics, and Lithuania sending in another unit of Chivalric Knights to deal with them. But again, it really wasn't worth showing you guys, so I just cut through it. It seems like the attackers are now advancing forward. I guess I don't know, like, their artillery, are they out of ammo? I assume so, because obviously it's no longer equipped here, but we'll see what they can do in this situation. They only have 2 choke points, actually 3 choke points. They did not take down the gate, which is kind of surprising because it takes 1 hit from the artillery. Also, they did not go for the towers, so they're gonna have to deal with that, you know, the lack of choke points and the tower support. So the main infantry fight has begun against elite soldiers. So finally, it's no longer chivalric knights versus religious fanatics. Man, I love when there's fighting going on outside these walls. It is a pretty cool sight. I do say so myself. Here we go, Portugal now charging in. So Portugal's main objective here is to take out this wall right here. Ooh, the trebuchet are now firing. So Portugal, he doesn't really have a ton of troops, but again, he just has one choke point to go through. The Holy Roman Empire is now helping the French break through here, and they are getting the defenders out here are getting sprayed with arrows. So this seems to be a pretty good position for the attackers, but they are getting harassed by the archer tower up here. I mean, look at this blob of troops over here. It's mostly archers. It's not really a big deal. I mean, do they have a ram? Maybe they can knock down this gate with a ram. But more and more troops sending over this way to try to take out this chivalric knight unit. A very bold unit trying to defend the outer walls here. But they are starting to break here, I assume. Yeah, they're shaken, but they're not stirred. And here we go, the first charge into the breach, men, into the breach. Into the dismounted Latin con with some Varangian guard. And the battle is really picking up over here. Portugal trying to push through. I don't know if Portugal has enough manpower after that vicious cav charge in the beginning to take out this Byzantine defense. The boys in purple. It's going to be pretty tough for them. He's got to gain control of this wall, and he needs to put his skirmishers up here. But we've got more troops slowly pushing in. He's got a very depleted unit of dismounted Portuguese knights. But, oh, nice little view of this battle right here. Pretty chaotic. And now they are really pushing for these choke points. This seems to be going really smoothly for the defenders. I mean, this is everything that they want. The fact that they have their arrow towers. There's very few choke points. I think that the attackers made a lot of big mistakes there, even though it seems like the religious fanatic tactic was pretty genius. Those religious fanatics, they use up unit slot spaces. So instead of getting more elite troops, they got more religious fanatics, if you know what I'm talking about. So they might have less troops to be able to take this settlement. We got a lot of troops back here in reserve, but they definitely need to start marching forward because they're going to need the support. A lot of troops are breaking in the front line. And remember, guys, that this is in the Teutonic expansion, so the morale is going to be very weak for them. But Portugal, very wisely using his javies over here to try to weaken down or you know, destroy down the defenses over here. So that might be useful. Byzantine Empire, I think they're moving up some archers up here. Oh, they need to turn around and kill those javies over there. This is perfect angle. Yes, is that what he's doing? I believe so. It looks like the arrows are going for the infantry. You should be going for those javies. That's the main issue right now. Let's head back to the other side of this fight. Yes, more French troops breaking from the battle. And he's got a lot of reserves, but, you know, another mistake. I gotta say it. I know. Okay, so the attackers, it seems like they are attacking in waves. You don't want to do that. You just want to go. Once the battle for the second layer begins, you just want to take it. Now this is pretty smart over here. The French general actually in this unit firing at the Varangian guard. This is like Napoleon over here, seeing guns fire and men drop. Byzantine, they have two decisions here. They can just run away or they can charge out some troops. Looks like they're doing a little bit of both. I saw some troops run away, but I'm also seeing some troops charge in. Oh, nice. Dismounted noble knights versus the Varangian guard. I feel like the Varangian guard have this one. Oh, now they're taking out the crossbows. He's going to retreat them from that fight. He's like, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. You're not welcome here. And then here comes another charge from the Latin con. So this is a pretty good tactic here. Gonna surround these noble knights. They should break pretty quickly because they're outflanked. Portugal, though. Ooh, Portugal. Good timing there for me and my camera. But yeah, Portugal's having a pretty tough time, but look at this Byzantine Empire thinning out over here. The balance of power is still in favor in the attacking side. Oh, he needs to focus his archers from here to those javies. Missing a pretty good target right there. And what is this? Jiltine's Chosen leaving the defenses. When did this happen? I completely missed this. I guess he went through the gate. Maybe he was going for some archers. Honestly, that was a bit too risky there. You don't want to leave your defenses that far away. You know, being so far from the walls. Now they're getting cut down by the Chivalric Knights. But here comes more troops of Imperial Knights. They have pretty weak morale for their, for them compared to most elite troops. But the Varangian Guard, look at them. What do? They charge in even further into the enemy lines. Take them out. Got to take out these boys. These Holy Roman, these Romans over here. People hate it when I call the Holy Roman Empire, like when I call their troops Romans. They were like, oh, they're neither holy or Roman. It's like, well, that's what they call themselves, so that's what I'm gonna call them. It's usually what I do. But more Byzantine Empire troops charging out. I really like the aggressive play here from the Byzantine Empire and the defenders. Because why not? You've got, the more you push them back, the better angle your archers have up on these walls, and also you have the tower support. I mean, that's the attacker's fault for not taking out those towers. And there's a nice battle here at the gates, or at the gate. There's not two gates, there's just one gate. Battle at the gate. Oh boy, artillery point blank firing into the Byzantine troops. Is he gonna do something about that? Oh, and it looks like it took out a catapult, and it broke the troops over here. Portugal, my man, you are turning this battle around, and he still has a decent number of troops. So way to go, Portugal, for putting the hurt on the defenders. He was actually the only player to actually break through the first defense here. France and the Holy Roman Empire, they're still struggling. They are still struggling. So it's going to come down to the wire, guys. If Portugal can put enough harassment over here, that could really help out at this assault. It will help out the Holy Roman Empire in France, because this chain route over here, this is not pretty. And here comes the dismounted Gothic Knights. They're going to go in. They're pretty nasty. I think they increased their stats to try to counter the two-handed glitch. But the Byzantine Empire, I think they need to stop sending out troops. I think they need to just rest at the walls for now. They still have a lot of reserves over here, guys. Look at the number of troops they have. They've got some Byzantine Lancers in the back there. But yeah, the defender's still going pretty strong. So Portugal now committing most of his forces here. And this is pretty sweet battle. Look at this. Man, this is why I love Medieval 2 siege battles. And let me tell you this, like Medieval 2, oh, hold that thought. Oh, taking out the Javies. Nice. Okay, so Medieval 2 siege battles, they're not perfect, but overall they're the best experience, I think, personally. I think the worst thing about Medieval 2 siege battles is how repetitive they are. It seems like everyone has figured out the perfect strategy and they don't really try to change it up. So it really just creates the same battle over and over, and that's one of the reasons I don't upload Medieval 2 as much, because it always starts with a cav charge from the defenders, and then it ends with the attackers, going through the bombardment phase, firing at the walls, then charging in. It's just the same thing over and over. I really wish there was more dynamic fortresses or settlements in Medieval 2. But unfortunately, they're all pretty similar, and it creates all the same strategy. Oh, we got a big cluster here, though, from the attackers. They're going to try to help out Portugal. Try to help them out. I see a lot of boys in purple, though. This is a lot of work they have to do for the attackers. The attackers have a lot of work to do. Man, it's late. My commentary is sloppy today. Sloppy. Alright, so what do they have left? Not much. Not much at all. But, oh, massive chain route over there. That might be the nail in the coffin. Look at the balance of power. It's still in favor of the attackers, but only slightly. Let's see if the attackers can turn this around. More artillery coming in. Portugal, the hero. Never underestimate an underdog. But yeah, Portugal had a very rough start, but he is turning it around. Not saying that he's gonna get the most kills, but he's pushing into the defenses. You got to give him credit. Oh, and he took out that trebuchet. You see that? Nice. So also he's taking out objectives. Really good from Portugal. All right, here comes France. Again, it feels like they're attacking in waves. Not good. Not good. And the Byzantine Empire once again charging out. Hopefully he doesn't get too confident. Hopefully his troops doesn't get cut. Hopefully they don't get cut down. Gothic Knights going in. Swinging their great swords. And the French are surrounded over here by Guillotines Chosen and Byzantine Lancers. And we got more Guillotines Chosen charging out. Like, bring the fight to them. Take them out. Oh, he's going for the French archers. Yeah. You know when an assault is going south is when the defenders sally out and like bring the fight to you. That's never a good sign. Here comes the noble knights. I think he's gonna try to maneuver around the Guillotines Chosen, but they're getting hit hard there. And here's the front line of this fight. So many brave men have perished in this fight. They have died trying to take this great fortress, or they have died defending it. But I think it's safe to say, I mean, it's still a long battle, guys. There's still a lot of time left. But the defenders, I think, have the edge in this fight as of right now. Who knows? I mean, anything could happen. Like, a massive chain route could happen out of nowhere, and the defenders could be on the run. In this situation, I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. But anything's possible. That's what I'm trying to say. More Gothic Knights. Spartan Quad. He's bringing a lot of Gothic Knights. Here's the Forlorn Hope. So this is the last push. This is it right here. I mean, this seems like all of their reserves. They've got their archers back here firing. Feudal Knights coming in. Yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. That's a pretty epic brawl over here, though. That's for sure. The French really pushing near this gate. What they're trying to do, I think he's just trying to wrap around the defenders and trying to surround them. We even have archers from the Byzantine Empire go in. The buildings are on fire. The troops pushing through. I don't know, that was a pretty bold move from Byzantine Empire. All they need is one chain route, like, or one unit to break to cause a chain route. Oh, we go. Here we go. Feudal Knights going in from the Holy Roman Empire. Oh, come on. Can they break a unit before they break? I mean, this seems like they sent in everyone. Do we have any reserves over here? Not really. Yeah, that's everyone. This is it, guys. And Portugal's still pushing on this flank, but it looks like Portugal is pretty much destroyed. He's got the Grand Bombard, though. He could be firing. I mean, he could kill a ton of troops here and cause them to break. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness, guys. This could turn around from the defenders being a little too confident in their defense. It looks like there's a lot of attackers left. Oh, and they're getting really good flanking fire from those crossbows over here. More troops going in. It looks like these troops, they broke earlier, but they're going to go back to the fight. Oh, the French here. We got a unit of or no, that's the Portugal. My bad. Oh, I don't know. We got some Varangian Guard coming around the flank. This could be the nail in the coffin. There goes one of the generals. Where is that? Wait, do we have hold on. What? Where is that going on? I guess it happened up here. It looked like it happened like somewhere else in the battle. Like not around this area. Here comes the Forlorn Hope. The Holy Roman Empire still in this game though. The French might be out, but the Holy Roman Empire, they can still take victory here today. Maybe that was their whole plan the whole time. They just wanted to see France crumble. Like, yes, we will take victory when France dies. And we will be the only standing faction. Oh, get wrecked. Guillotine's chosen, doing his work. Just another day, another kill. Look at the same kill animation. Oh, he's helping out his buddy over here. He's like, come on, together, yes. We can win this. Let's see how long this guy lives here. Oh, look, this guy's like on 3 kills. Oh, no. Oh, I jinxed him. He's dead. He is dead. And look at this. The numbers are thinning on both sides. We've got Pavi's crossbows now going into the fight. Can they break through this outer defense? I mean, if they break through this. Oh, the leg sweep. Okay, sorry. I was getting sidetracked there. If they can break through this, they might be able to take the town center. The balance of power dead even right now, guys. Dead even. And it's just, it seems like the most elite troops are doing battle. All the sucky troops died at the beginning. That's not true, but you know what I mean. Oh, the Holy Roman Empire going for a charge here. The Varangian Guard gonna try to stop them. They're like, you shall not pass. Yes, Gandalf was a Varangian god in his early days. That's not correct lore, Apollo. Only jokes, only jokes. Alright, now he's got his Byzantine Guard archers protecting the gate. And look at this, a big break here by the Pavi's crossbows. It's causing fear amongst the ranks. The Zweihander breaking from the fight. And now it's down to these Holy Roman Empire troops. And I think he's got like 3 men left. Here comes the French now charging in as Aventurier. It's the general, the French general. So the Portuguese general was the one that died earlier. Oh, look at this. Look at this cav charge saving his general's bodyguard for the perfect time. Taking out the very back archers of the troops. And look at the slaughter that took place here today. All of the dead soldiers fighting for what they believe in. But I think it's safe to say the defenders are going to take victory here today. A lot of mistakes from the attackers, mostly during the bombardment phase, not taking out these towers here. Also, they attacked in waves, which you never really want to do in a siege battle. But, you know, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't know, like, the only reason this battle was pretty close is because the defenders decided to sally out. Whenever you do that, you lose a lot more troops. If they just stayed inside their walls, this would have been a lot easier victory for the defenders. But hey, hats off to them for putting up a great show. It was a very epic battle outside the walls. And there goes the French general, cut down by the Byzantine Guard archer. He will get a medal at the end of this fight. Oh, look at this. The Holy Roman Empire is like, I'm going to sneak through the gate. Never mind. Here comes the general for the Holy Roman Empire going in. He's like, I'm going to kill me a Varangian Guard. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he bit off more than he could chew. Bit off more than he could chew. That's going to be another phrase I'm going to say all the time. Oh, he's going to break. He's like, no, forget this. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Ah. And that is going to be the battle, guys. That was pretty fun. That was a pretty good battle. Yeah, not a great siege for the attackers. The defenders doing a pretty good job here. Well, it seems like everyone really carried their weight. Of course, Portugal had a really rough start. And look how small his army was. If he just protected his army at the beginning of this fight, I feel like it could have been a game changer and he could have won this battle. He did do some damage inside the settlement. He tried to turn it around, but it just wasn't enough. Spartan Quap getting the most kills for the attacking side. And we've got Lord Varangian getting 1,400 kills. And he is the person who sent in the battle replay. So thank you so much for the battle replay. It was a lot of fun. I really don't get a lot of Medieval 2 siege battle replays anymore, so it's good to see some come in. But the most kills, he got 137 from the Byzantine Guard archers. No surprise there. Archers can really rack up a bunch of kills, which is why it's important to protect them and make sure they survive for most of the fight, because once they use up their ammo, you can throw them in as infantry. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Maybe you learned some stuff about Medieval 2 siege battles. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.